Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is MysteriousMrRyan and welcome to Mysterious Suggestions, the shows where I bring you top tips and tricks to make the most out of your Sims 4 game. So on today's episode, let's take a quick look at the debug menu. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is load a lot you'd like the debug items added to. Now this can be a community lot, a residential lot, or just a blank canvas, it's whichever you would prefer. The only thing you need to bear in mind is every single time you enter a loading screen it does refresh this, so you will need to enter the cheats every single time, but just bear that in mind. Okay, so once you're through the loading screen, the first thing you're going to want to load is the command line. Now you can do this by holding down Control, Shift and C all at the same time. And you'll notice that in the top left hand corner of the screen you'll find a grey bar appears. This is where you can actually type into. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is type in testing cheats true. This isn't a necessary step, it's just something I do out of force of habit, so don't worry if you forget this part. The important part to access the debug menu is you need to type in bb.show hidden objects. This enables the debug menu, now you just need to locate it in the game. So in the bottom right hand corner of the screen there is a green triangle. If you click this it will load up a menu. If you click the contents drop down menu and tick the debug option and then press the tick, you'll find that all debug items will actually load. So once you're actually in the debug menu, the top items you'll see are all the stuff that can be crafted, and then as you move down you'll find all the collectible items, and at the very bottom you'll bump into things like speakers that can be useful for if you're building community lots. So there's lots of little tips and tricks in here that could be quite useful for you. But the more important thing that most of you are going to be interested in this for is the ponds aspect, so I'll show you now how to access the ponds. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to want to type in fishing hole, all one word, in the search option. Now you should bring up 5 ponds in total. Now it's very important, if you want to play this legitimately, I would advise against using one of these ponds to fish in, because you can actually affect how common the fish are inside by selecting different types of ponds. So just bear that in mind if you're going for a legitimate gameplay. However, for the sake of this, you can just select any ponds you want and just place them down. Here are 2 examples of them. Okay, so once you have them in the game, you can pretty much do anything you want with them, from spin them, rotate them, enlarge them, do whatever. The only thing I would say is if you are going to enlarge them, just bear in mind the fact that the area around the pond will get bigger, but the water inside will stay the same size, so you end up with a huge crater but the same size water in the middle that's floating. So if you are going to go ahead and do that, just bear that in mind that you could cause more damage than you'll fix. However, as you can see, there's plenty of stuff in the debug menu to add a bit of spice and colour to your Sims worlds, but just bear in mind if you're going to use any inventory items, they may not work very well with your Sims if you ask them to try and interact, so just bear that in mind. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there and let you have a play with some of the items. So if you like what you've seen here, please don't forget to share this video with your friends. If you want to stay up to date with me, you can follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. And if through the power of technology you'd like to get a little notification every time I upload, you can hit the magic subscribe button down below, and through the powers of technology, YouTube will send you a nice little email every time I make a new video. But for now, my name is MysteriousMrRyan, this has been the Mysterious Suggestions, and I'm out. I'll see you later, take care.